Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start with our next chapter, that is chapter 3, Clothes for Us. Before entering into this chapter, I want all of you to do the starter activity that is given in your textbook. So here I have made a starter activity for all of you to see how you are going to do the activity. You have to draw lines to match the people to the clothes that they wear. First is the image of a doctor, then it is a postman, and the third one is a girl who is going to a party. So you have to find out the clothes that they are going to wear. Is the first one the cloth of a doctor? I hope no, all of you know that very well. Is the second one that the doctor is going to wear? No. And I think it is a third one that the doctor is going to wear. Yes, it is a third image, is the image of a doctor's uniform. So I'm going to match the doctor to the uniform that she is going to wear. I hope all of you understood how you have to do. Yes, let's go to the next one. That is, I'm a postman. So let's see which is the uniform of a postman. The first image or the second image? Yes, it is the first image. So we are going to match the image of a postman to the uniform that he will wear. Then comes a third one, that is image of a girl who is going to a party. So she will be wearing a frock when she is going to a party. I hope all of you know now how to do the starter activity. So this kind of an activity is given in your textbook that all of you will be doing. Now, let's see what are the topics that you need to learn in this chapter. First of all, I will give you an introduction about the clothes, then the clothes that we wear in different season, and how are clothes made, what are the procedures through which the clothes are made, and some of the people who wear uniform, and the conclusion. Before starting the chapter, I want all of you to read the chapter thoroughly and underline the words that are difficult for you. List of some keywords I have given it that you can see on the screen, and all of you will be writing these difficult words in your notebook or an A4 size paper, and you will learn the spellings. And once the school opens, I will be asking for these. So let's have a look at the keywords. Skin of dead animals, ourselves, protect, summer, winter, monsoon, leaves, spinning, scarves, saris, uniform, cotton clothes, woolen clothes, silkworm, wool, and weaving. So all of you learn the spelling and make a note of it in your notebook or in an A4 size paper. So let's continue with our chapter. So today what are you going to learn? I will be giving you an introduction on clothes, different clothes for different season, and what do you mean by spinning. First of all, why do we wear clothes? Is there a specific reason for all of us to wear clothes? Yes, you are correct. We wear clothes to protect ourselves. To protect ourselves from what? We are wearing these clothes to protect ourselves from heat, cold, wind, and rain. Long ago, people did not wear clothes. So, children just think how they used to protect themselves from the wind, cold, and rain. Can anyone guess? Yes, you are correct. They used to cover themselves with leaves and skin of dead animals. So they don't used to wear the clothes that we wear today, like the jeans, the t-shirt, kurta, pajama, lehenga, sari, all those things. The people in olden days, they don't used to wear. They just used to protect themselves by the skin of dead animals or with the help of leaves. In the picture, you can clearly see the image of a man who is covering himself or protecting himself with the help of skin of dead animal. Then in the next picture, you can see the people are covering themselves with leaves, or they are protecting themselves with the leaves. So this is how people used to protect themselves during olden days. The olden days means it's very many years before, thousands of years before. Okay, and it was much later that they learned to make clothes. Now let's see which are the different types of clothes which we have to use in different season. First one is the summer season. Which kind of clothes do we wear in summer season? In summer season, we wear cotton clothes. Here you can see the picture of some of the cotton clothes that people used to wear during summer season. Can you see, children, some of the cotton clothes? Yes, these are some of the clothes that is worn by the people during summer season. So which kind of clothes they wear? They wear cotton clothes in summer season. What happens if you wear cotton clothes? When we wear cotton clothes, these clothes keep us cool. As you know, summer is extreme hot. So we need to wear cotton clothes so that it will keep us cool in the summer season. Now let's go to the next season, that is a winter season. What happens in winter season? In winter season, we wear woolen clothes. As you have learned, summer is quite hot. So what is the climate in winter, or how is the weather in winter? In winter, it is complete cold. So you need to wear woolen clothes. What happens when we wear woolen clothes? If we wear woolen clothes, these clothes keeps us warm. We will get warmth from the woolen cloth. That is the main reason why we are wearing woolen clothes in winter. In this picture, you can see image of some of the woolen clothes that we wear during winter season. Now let's go to the next season, that is the rainy season or the monsoon season. What do we do in rainy season or the monsoon season? We wear raincoat when we go out in rain. We are not using any cotton cloth. We are not using any woolen cloth. You can use any variety of clothes that you can see, but you will be wearing a raincoat on the top of any cloth that you are wearing. So we will wear a raincoat when we go out in rain. And what will happen when we wear a raincoat? It keeps us dry. When we wear a raincoat, it keeps us dry from the rain. Here you can see the image of an umbrella. This is an umbrella. Here you can see the image of a coat. And here comes the boot that also you use when you go out in rain. So the umbrella, the coat, and the boot is used by the people in rainy season to keep themselves dry. I hope all of you understood about all the three seasons. That is the summer season, the winter season, and the rainy season. Now, what are clothes made up of? You have seen now that we have to wear cotton clothes, we have to wear woolen clothes, isn't it? So let's see how the clothes are made. We get cotton from cotton plants. You have just now learned that during the summer season, we need to wear cotton clothes. So how are the cotton clothes made, isn't it? So let's have a look at it. So we get cotton from where? Cotton clothes are made from the cotton. So for making cotton clothes, you need cotton. From where do we get this cotton? We get the cotton from the cotton plants. You can see in this picture, it is a cotton plant. Can you see a cotton plant in the picture? Yes. And you can also see number of cotton pods. Can you see the cotton pods here? Yes. Cotton grows in pods. Here you can clearly see a pod. It's not growing on the stem. The cotton is growing in a pod. So the cotton grows where? It grows in a pod. And the pod are picked and thread is made from them. So the people, what do? They remove the cotton from the cotton plant, and the cotton, as I told you, it grows in a pod. So people pick all these pods, and from this pod they remove the cotton and thread is made from the cotton. What is made from the cotton? They remove this cotton. Can you see the cotton from the cotton plant is removed? Okay, it is, which is inside a pod. The people had removed the pod and they have joined all the cotton together. And once they joined all the cotton, they are converting it into thread. Can you see the image of that one? Yes. So the process of making thread from cotton is called as spinning. What is it called? Spinning. When you make the thread, you can see in this image, the thread is being made from the cotton. So when you make thread from the cotton, this process is called as spinning. I hope all of you can understand now. Yes. So from where do we get the cotton? We get cotton from the cotton plant, and the cotton grows inside a pod. So what the people do? The people go and collect the pod, and the cotton is removed from this pod. Once the cotton is removed from this pod, it is converted into thread. And the process of converting cotton into thread is called as spinning. Here you can see the picture of a spinning machine. Can you see, children, the spinning machine? Yes, and here you can see a bunch of cotton that is being converted into thread in a spinning machine. I hope all of you are clear with the topic of. So I'm going to explain you the process of converting cotton into thread with the help of a flowchart. Now I want all of you to look into this. Here, as I told you before also, the cotton is not directly on the stem of a cotton plant. The cotton grows inside a pod. In this picture, you can clearly see the pod. Can you see the pod, children? Yes, this is the pod from where the people collect the cotton. And this cotton is where? This cotton is on a cotton plant. So the cotton is collected from a cotton plant which is inside a pod. And the people carefully removes this cotton out of the pod which they collected from a cotton plant, and then this cotton is converted into thread. In this picture you can see cotton. Can you see cotton? All the cottons are dumped together, and this cotton, they are slowly converting it into thread. And this process of converting cotton into thread is called as spinning. So here you can clearly see that the cotton which is inside the pod, they collect it from where? They collect it from a cotton plant. This is the cotton plant. And the collected cotton is then converted into thread through the process of spinning. So I hope all of you understood about the process of spinning. Yes, children, all of you understood. So now I want all of you to learn about the process of spinning. Let's have a look at what we have learned today. We have learned that long ago people did not wear clothes. What do? They cover themselves with leaves and skin of dead animals. Okay, and we have also learned the different clothes that people wear in different season. When do we wear cotton clothes? We wear cotton clothes in summer, and wearing cotton clothes keep us cool. Very good. Now it is the woolen cloth. When do we wear woolen cloth? We wear woolen cloth in winter, because wearing woolen cloth in winter will keep us warm. Finally, it is the rainy season. Which kind of clothes actually we wear in rainy season to protect ourselves from the rain? We use raincoats, and we even use umbrella to keep us dry in the rainy season. Then we have even learned how our clothes made, isn't it? So let's have a look at that also. We get the cotton from the cotton plant. And this cotton grows in cotton pods that you have seen in this chapter. Yes. Then the cotton pods are picked by the people, and the cotton in the cotton pod is made into thread. And the process of making thread from the cotton is called as spinning. So I hope all of you have understood about this chapter very well. So read the chapter thoroughly, make a note of the keywords that you have learned,